Hey, guys.
Hello. This certainly isn't how I envisioned this or planned this, but I am going to retire. This is not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life, but it is the right decision for me.
To begin with a message directly to Colts fans and supporters. You know, it's not often that we share intimate details of a team meeting, but today's going to be one of those rare exceptions. And ultimately, sometimes as a team, what we talk about is we talk about a theme or a word that helps us make sense of things, helps put categories for things, does put context in. And this morning we talked about the word paradox. So a paradox is a statement in which it seems that if one part of it is true, the other part cannot be true. For example, everyone makes a unique contribution on this team, yet everyone is replaceable. I would emphatically refute any notion that there was any sense of letting down or quitting on the team. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Andrew knows that the requirement, the emotional energy, and the heart commitment that one needs to have for the long journey of a season. So not only did he not let us down, he actually did the right thing and the courageous thing to say, guys, I love you and I love what you're doing. I'm gonna be your biggest fan, but my heart is not completely in it, and that's the right thing to do.
Lost a big factor, huge factor to this team. You know, one of our captains, my best friend.
We know what we gotta do.
No question, right?
We know what we gotta do.
Talk to him, Andrew.
Colts on 3, 1, 2, 3, Colts!
Our bond is very unique, you know, and I'm gonna miss him. Me dedicating my season to Andrew, you know, it means a lot to me. Just carrying the torch, picking up, you know, where he left off, you know, just leading his team the best way I can. You know, just help everybody, you know, get accustomed to, you know, playing for the shoe.
You know, he's been a great teammate and a great friend. In a situation like this, you gotta kind of like let it run its course. Good thing we have a lot of guys that are very mature, you know, professionals that, you know, are able to, you know, still handle their business while reacting to the news of Andrew.
Andrew was well respected within the locker room and loved in the locker room for the way he worked, everything he stood for, and plus he was a great player. So there's definitely going to be some shock, much like it was with the real world, and some mourning. But then once we hit Monday and we had team meeting, you know, we had the media in the locker room, and we moved forward. And we got a great group of guys who love to play, who believe in each other, and they believe in Jacoby.
Inside, inside, inside.
Go turn the camera right there.
Seven, boy, you special, boy.
Special kid right there, man. Y'all don't see.
When this decision came from Andrew, I just for fun had our guys go back and count up the reps that Jacoby's taken with the first team over this whole offseason, over all OTAs and training camp. And it was over 1,200 reps with the first team. That's more than an entire season. That doesn't even count what he took last year in the offseason. So Jacoby's had the good fortune, I guess you could say, of getting a ton of work, and I think that that radically shows in his confidence and how he's developed as a quarterback. Nice job, Seven.
He worked really hard this offseason on his footwork, on his target line, on things to help him with accuracy. And I thought we saw that all through camp and through the preseason.
You know, in this time, I've been here for, you know, going on 3 years. You know, it's a system that I've been in for 2 years with a lot of guys who, you know, I don't have to go out and play football and try to get to know them. I already know most of the guys, and obviously football brought us together, but the relationship is that much stronger because we know each other better.
He's very comfortable in the offense, you know, his second year in it, all OTAs, all training camp until now. So, you know, he's ready, you know, and I can't wait to see him out there playing and having fun. You know, he's embraced the role really well, and, you know, he's going to be very special. You know, he's going to help his team win a lot of games.
The one thing we will not do is make an excuse because Andrew Luck's not here that we can't have success. No, we're not going to do that. The depth at each position is important. I tell our team all the time that if you're on the 53-man roster, you're a starter. And it's our job as a personnel staff to make sure that it's the next man up. Well, that next man up is good enough to win with when he gets in the game. And that's why I really believe that it's about all 53 and really 63 men on the roster, that when it's their opportunity, that we make sure they're prepared and they're good enough for us to be able to win with.
It's such a competitive journey. It's such a difficult journey. There's going to be struggles. If you're not all in, then you're going to struggle. Chuck Noll, the great coach, used to talk about you don't want a bunch of mercenaries on your team, guys who are hired for pay, because when things get tough, ultimately they'll turn it down. You want guys who volunteer for this, who believe in the cause, who want the challenges of a journey. That's what this locker room is made up of.
As kids, you grow up with the dream of doing this for a living. The opportunity has presented itself for a lot of us. You don't take that lightly. And I think the guys in this locker room really appreciate and understand, like, we can't take these days for granted. Not just football, but the relationships and the time we get to spend with each other and get to know each other. And we wouldn't be in this locker room if we weren't committed to each other, to the task of taking on this journey.
It's the little things that's gonna carry us a long way, man. Keep your head down, dog, and just keep swinging. Bam on three. 1, 2, 3. Bam!
We're always working to get better, and having as many players as we do come back from the 2018 season, plus what we've added into 2019, we think we've added a roster with depth and competition that is going to push each other each and every week.
This team right here is, I would say, the best team I probably ever been around. From offense to defense to special team, we all play as a unit, and this locker room is very strong. A lot of guys, go out together, get something to eat, just continue that bond. And you seen it in the training camp, this group is very competitive. This team loves football. That's all they want to do is play football. So we can't wait to go out there on week 1 and just show the world what we got.
Every year is unique. We all lay the foundation in OTAs and training camp, but each week it's a new step in the climb. Never look down. You just keep looking ahead and keep taking those tasks and those obstacles and that adversity 1 week at a time, one task at a time, and just get better from that.
Think about the football season. The cycle of the football season is kind of like the first day of school. You go back and that first game is a big game, and I love feeling Mr. Irsay's energy on the first game. He just knows from his years of experience that first one's important. So we're all hands on deck to get prepared and go out to LA and play the Chargers, a really good football team. It'll be a great challenge for us to start the year.
Come on! Let's go!